Now you're probably wondering, why is there a negotiate and advocate module in your pregnancy class? Well, the reason for that is because being able to negotiate and advocate for your needs, whether it's in a healthcare setting or with your partner if you have one, or with a best friend or your chosen family, is so important to you having a pregnancy experience that feels good. Women struggle to ask for what they need. We actually feel really apprehensive about it. But when you learn how to do it and get comfortable doing it, it can be extremely liberating. And I really want to support you around developing that skill because nobody knows your body better than you do. So it's really up to you to support your needs because nobody else is going to do that better for you than you. And with that, I would like to introduce you to the concept of integrative negotiation. Integrative negotiation means that in a negotiation, which typically consists of two humans, both humans are seeing each other as people with needs, emotions, values, and feelings. Integrative negotiation is a human-centered approach to negotiating. And I think it's a great way to build your negotiation skills, especially if you've struggled with it in the past. Before I jump into the steps of integrative negotiation, I also want to encourage you to start to think about the decision-making process as a negotiation, especially when it comes to pregnancy and birth and motherhood in general. You're going to constantly be in a process of negotiating as you make decisions about your care and as you make decisions about your baby's care. The steps of integrative negotiation are as follows. Step 1 is to establish your values. Knowing what you actually value in your life beyond the negotiation that you're entering into is really important. That values foundation is going to support how you're going to enter into any negotiation. Step 2 is establishing your needs. What do you actually need out of the situation that you're about to negotiate? Get very clear on those needs. Try not to have more than 5 needs. Keeping it pretty finite is going to help make the negotiation process smoother and clearer for you. Step 3 is relating. As I said, the foundation of integrative negotiation is the idea that you and the person that you're talking to are both human beings with feelings, needs, lives, values. I love this framework, especially when I think about it in a care environment, because what it does is it places you as a pregnant person and, let's say, your care provider into a less competitive dynamic. And it brings the two of you to a place where you can both relate more equally. Although sometimes the power structures that are in place within a care environment can make your doctor feel like someone that you don't have anything in common with and someone who has a lot of control over your experience, when in fact, your doctor drives a car, your doctor lives in a home, maybe you and your doctor share a TV show that you both like to go to the same restaurant or listen to the same song, or maybe you're currently listening to the same podcast. It's all about finding commonality between you and this person that you're developing this relationship to. So, create space in your negotiation to relate and find that common ground between you and whoever you're negotiating with. And specifically in this case, your care provider. Step 4 is appeal. Once you've established your values, refined your needs, found a way to relate with the person that you're negotiating with, then you can really lean in and explain why it is you need what you need and really build out the appeal as to why it's important uniquely to you. Step 5 is then creating a time frame. And this is really helpful, especially in care settings. So after you've made an appeal, let's say you would prefer to not move forward with an induction right now. You would like to have more time. Then get clear on how much time. Is it a week? Is it 2 weeks, or is it just 48 hours to give you more time to make that decision? That time frame is going to be really important for you to be able to either decide what that time frame is for yourself, or to get your care provider to give clarity to you on what their time frame needs to be. And then the last step is identifying supportive alternative options if your needs can't be met through that negotiation. And there can be a wide range of supportive alternative options. In the case of the induction negotiation that I just gave as an example, if your provider wasn't comfortable letting you go another week over your due date, a supportive alternative option might be to let you go another 48 hours, come back in to see them, get evaluated again, and then in that appointment be able to decide if you could have another day or another 2 days. So, integrative negotiation is all about getting your needs met, but doing it in a way that really leans into the humanity of the other person in the negotiation. Integrative negotiation can work really well in a care environment, but it can also work well in other environments and in other relationships. As you start to build this skill, go slow, be gentle on yourself, play around with it. It's a great opportunity to role play with someone that you trust. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to the integrative negotiation process is that it might take a lot of time, especially in connection to your care provider. When you're trying to get your needs met around something like an induction or around any kind of procedure or intervention, it might take a few conversations for you to get to what you want, or if you can't get to what you want, to get to a supportive alternative option. So don't be surprised if it takes a few integrative negotiations to get to the endpoint of what you're seeking. Finally, one thing I want to suggest is that negotiations are high intensity events, even if they're friendly and they end up working out the way that you want them to. So I recommend on the other side of a negotiation, make sure that you make space to relax and restore. And a great way to do that might be through a sensory meal or through vagal toning.